Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the American League's Houston Astros and their in-state division rivals, the Texas Rangers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Texas Rangers.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control, and that's the wind. It's blowing in, it's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
In the air now out to left field, and this will be handled by Pence for the first out.
Batting second.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. First pitch coming. Here it is. Leaves a slider right over the middle. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a blooper to the right side. In comes Mazzara, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with Show Track, and the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. Here's Carlos Correa now. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Hard ground ball to third. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Astros leave one. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit high. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Hunter Pence. And he fouls this one off. Pence is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. 1 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Here's Elvis Andrus now.
The shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Here it comes now to Andrus. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Softly hit to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. He played an inning. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a strike. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Tyler White will bat next. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. White leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again. 1-2. Popped him up. Kiner Falefa has a play. 2 down.
Batting 8. The catcher, number
Ready now, Robinson Chirinos. Stepping in, Nomar Mazara.
Batting 5th. Right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Reddick. Gone! Solo home run for Nomar Mazara. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Rangers strike first, it's 1-0.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at-bat of the year, kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at-bat, home run, not a bad way to start.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And right into the shift. Altuve fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Batting 7th. Second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Here's Rougned Odor now. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 8 hits in 17 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied into very shallow right. Reddick has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A nice day for baseball here in Texas as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park, the home of the Rangers.
Leading off for Houston.
Stepping into the box, Yuli Gurriel, and he'll start out there half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Fouled off. The 1-2. This is on the ground over the first. Gallo is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Michael.
At the plate, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. High pop-up. Falefa is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 27,
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Minor gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And a bouncing ball, foul. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. It remains. Digging in as Asdrubal
Leading off
Cabrera.
for the Rangers, third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Altuve, and there's one down now. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play, your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And that's taken for strike 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Springer has a read on it. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Striding in once again, Hunter Pence. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's George Springer as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Springer, originally from the state of Connecticut, he was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Rangers 2 and the Astros nothing.
Leading off in the Ranger fourth, the shortstop.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can.
Play ball. Out. 3. Out. That's ball 4. Take the ball.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
The 0-1. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's Michael Brantley, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, back in standing. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Shin.
For the Rangers, designated hitter, Shin.
Coming to the plate now as Drupal Cabrera will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Cabrera.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Pickoff move to second. Oh, and they easily pick him off. That's awful. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. The throw into second, and that's the 2nd out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is flared out towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the in now, Jose Altuve. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top.
Jose Altuve.
Ready for another chance? Joey Gallo, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Joey Gallo.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Nomar Mazara will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Verlander pauses. Here's the first pitch. On a line to shortstop. For the plate now for Texas is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Working to keep them in the game here. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. To Shields, the runner at third. Hence on second. Gallo on at first with 2 down. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rangers threaten, but leave them loaded. But they're on top. Into the box, Alex Bregman. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. Sliced hard but foul. Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Tyler White will bat next. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder, Josh.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. It was a walk in his last trip. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a breaking ball. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. So stepping in.
Leading out for the Rangers, second baseman, Ruth Ned Odor.
Play ball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Number 9.
First offering on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Heading out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's got 5 base hits in 28 tries. He also has 1 home run. First pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man. Leading off the inning, Robinson Chirinos, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time.
Play ball. 3.
Here's Michael Brantley. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not.
Michael Brantley. Your attention, please. Now
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hand. First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. The set and the 1-0 pitch. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And the runner back easily. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
Gurriel, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Matt Bush takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. Here's a flip to Odor covering, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. Coming to the plate.
Leading out for the Rangers, left fielder.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Joey Gallo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 home is taken below the zone for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nomar Mazara. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Left for Texas. They're up 2-0.
Leading off for the Astros, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Jose Leclerc comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Third baseman, number 2.
So striding in, Alex Bregman, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Sliced hard on the ground. Odor is there on to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
Al Battle.
Digging in now, Tyler White, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pence on the run, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 2-0 finish today. Texas took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Minor earns his first win of the season. Justin Verlander pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jose Leclerc earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ballgame this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 2 runs.